Time to talk about wrestling again. It's time for the reviews to come back because Survivor Series War Games, holy shit! And let's just kick it off because I know there's a lot to get into. We start off with a massive women's War Games match, which was Team Bianca versus Team Damage Control. Team Bianca consists of Bianca Belair, obviously, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi Blackheart, and Becky Lynch, who was technically the surprise entry from a couple of weeks ago. Team Damage Control consists of Io Sky, the Undisputed Women's Champion, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Bayley. This match was incredible. There was bin spots with Io jumping off the top with a bin on her head. There was a chain involved. Dakota also giving the bin to Io with the chain, like pulling up. That was mad. Charlotte hit a moonsault off of the top of the fucking cell bit. Oh my god. And then Becky Lynch, she's flying around. Becky and Bayley started off the match. It was a great match between them two at the start. Team Bianca had the advantage. And, yep, so then Shotzi came out and was helping out with Becky. And then we had Io running out, dashing into the ring. And then came out Bianca. Bianca came out third. And then came Kairi Sane. Kairi's gone mad with the elbow drops, everything. Damage Control were controlling the match. And then came Charlotte Flair. Charlotte just destroyed everybody. And then Asuka came out. And then the match began. And Damage Control really were working great as a team. I'm glad to say they didn't break up after this match yet. When they they chained Bianca and Becky together. And all four of them did that drop kick. That was epic. And yeah, we got to the closing points of the match. Asuka hit the mist. And then, how do you stop the mist hitting you? Yeah, use a fire extinguisher. Bianca hit Asuka with the fire extinguisher. And Kairi was about to get speared and Bayley got in the way. Bayley took the spear. And then a manhandle slam from the ropes through the table. Team Bianca with the win. Charlotte and Becky also hugged in the match. That finally happened. I don't know if they're finally friends now, but I'm happy with that match. That match was like a 10 out of 10. I loved it. If people hated it, then I don't care. Honestly, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But that was a fantastic match. And we moved on to match 2. But before that, we had our first return tonight. It was R-Truth. He was just hiding out behind a sofa with crisps. It's always great to see R-Truth back, and it's just a funny way to bring him back. Little segment of the Alpha Academy and Pretty Deadly, and then R-Truth just behind the sofa eating crisps. Big dub Triple H. Second match of the night was Miz versus the Intercontinental Champion Ring General Gunther. This match was great. At points I even thought the Miz was going to win. Like, this is how good the match was. The Miz was dominating at points, and then again when Miz hit the first low blow and then the second low blow and then the skull crushing front, I thought, oh my god, they're going to give Miz the title because of Gunther not being able to defend it outside the US. But Gunther retained. Great win for Gunther. Great match. A bit annoyed Miz tapped out, but you know, it's the Miz. They made Miz look really strong after this match. I think Miz will get a rematch, and I think Miz could probably still be one maybe to dethrone Gunther. But for now, Gunther's still the Intercontinental Champion. This was a great match. There was no shenanigans, no Imperium involved. It was just a one-on-one brilliant match. Okay, I guess there was shenanigans with the low blow and obviously the turnbuckle pad being exposed. But yeah, this really was a fantastic match. Give back an 8.5, maybe a 9 out of 10. Miz and Gunther cooked. Third match of the night was Santos Escobar, the new heel version, versus Dragon Lee. Obviously, Carlito was injured by Santos, so they had Dragon Lee in this match instead, and this match was solid. Dragon Lee looks brilliant in every match. Bit surprised that they would have Dragon Lee in this match after he's been on an unbeaten run at the moment, but it makes sense that Santos had to win. They had the lovely narrative of Santos trying to rip off the mask to be an absolute bad fucking prick. And And yeah, that was great. A great match. The knees from both of them two was brilliant. And then the finish was, I thought, was great. Santos reversed Dragon Lee's finisher and then hit his own finisher. 1, 2, 3. Great match. Santos looks great. Dragon Lee's superb. That's like an 8.5 out of 10. I mean, everything on this pay-per-view or premium live event cooked. Like, there was nothing really bad at all. All the winners, I would say, I agree with. Some people wanted Damage Control to win the opening match. I'm not 100% sure. I think for the story, Bayley's again eventually going to get turned on. At points, I thought maybe Bayley would get turned on, Sasha would come out, but we had some other returns, which we'll get into. But yeah, Santos looks great, and I'm interested to see where this story goes. We then had the penultimate match tonight, which was Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Heavyweight Championship versus Zoe Stark. Not the biggest fan of Rhea's matches recently. However, this match was pretty good. Zoe looked great in the ring. She got her 10 minutes of fame. And yeah, I thought Rhea dominated this match, obviously, but Zoe had some great moments. And at points thought, okay, well, Zoe could win this. And then Rhea reversed the C360, whatever it's called, K360. Threw her down and picked her back up, hit a Riptide. 1, 2, 3. Ripley retained. I didn't think Ripley was going to lose the belt, but it was a solid match for Zoe. She showed out, and it's like an 8 out of 10. Another great match, and Rhea's finally like defending her title on pay-per-view, premium live events now, so a really fun match and a good way to lead into the main event. So yeah, Rhea Ripley is still the champion, and I don't know who's next for her. Maybe Jade Cargill's next. Maybe Bianca, maybe Becky, maybe Charlotte. Christ, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm enjoying this reign finally. And we led this on to the main event. Team Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre versus Team Cody. Team Cody consists of Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, and of course the Viper Randy Orton. Team Judgment Day consists of Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Drew McIntyre. And it was Finn and Seth who opened up the match, and they were just beating the living shit out of each other. It was fucking great. Judgment Day had the advantage, obviously, and second came out was JD McDonough, and JD was great in this match. I'm really starting to enjoy JD McDonough now. And then for Team Cody, out came main event Jey to a massive pop from the crowd. Every time he punched, they were going, yay, yay, yay. That was great. And then Damian Priest came out, and then my flipping thing started lagging, and suddenly it just cut straight, and I was just seeing flipping Sami Zayn walk into the ring, and then he was just pulls out a table. The crowd goes mental whenever someone pulls out a table. It's weird. But yeah, that would set up a big point in the match. Damian Priest would then come out, and Damian was dominating. Damian is a great wrestler. He's fantastic. He was in some flips and everything. And then out came Seth's final partner at that point, which was Cody. Cody dashed out to the ring, threw everything at the Judgment Day. But as soon as Dom came out, Cody's team was outnumbered. And then they had the table sorted. Damian Priest with the Razor's Edge through the table. And then the countdown ended, and I thought, well, Randy's not coming yet. And then they played Rhea Ripley's theme. I was like, oh my god, they're going to cash in. And lo and behold, she runs down with the briefcase for, oh my god, she's going to cash in. But it didn't happen. Just before the cash was going to happen, I hear voices, yeah, Randy Orton's back, yeah. The Viper came out looking fantastic. Well, about 18 months ago, he was injured and has had back fusion surgery. And he looks brilliant now. He came out, he was laughing at the camera. Apparently someone clocked on that he did its clobbering time. I didn't see that, but it brings into something that a certain someone who returned did for Randy. So Randy came out and he was beating the shit out of Dom, JD, Finn Balor, Damien, and then just as we were about to see an RKO to Dom, he suddenly turned to Jay. And I thought, oh my god, he's going to actually just turn on Jay, he's going to RKO Jay. He didn't turn on Jay yet. He pointed to his head, he was like, I remember. Jaden saved Randy and super kicked Priest. Dom caught an RKO, and you could hear Rhea before Dom went to Randy. She was like, no, Dom. Absolutely battered with an RKO. And then they all just started going at Randy, the Judgment Day, and then everyone helped out. This was brilliant to see. All the Judgment Day members were then knocked out with finishers. And then it happened. JD McDonough decided to just get the hell out of there. He tried to run away and got up to the top of the cell. So did Seth and Sammy. Randy Orton's just standing, just watching. And they just chucked JD off and Randy catches him with RKO. Bloody hell, I missed Randy. And that was that. Cody then got delivered Damian Priest by Randy. Hits the crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Match of the night, maybe. I'm not sure. I would say that's a 10 though. Both War Games matches were fantastic. The story was great as well. I'm thinking we're finally done with this Judgment Day storyline with Cody, Sammy, and Jay, and Seth. Well, I'm not sure because Priest has still got the briefcase. So we're probably not done with it. But I trust Triple H. He's cooking everything. So you know what? Randy's back and then obviously I thought the show was basically was done. The credits thing came up on the corner of the screen. It said press conference up next. I'm like, okay, well, no Punk. Didn't need Punk. Great show. Really doesn't need Punk. And then his fucking theme hits. Then CM Punk's theme just hits. I'm like, holy shit. That is right. CM Punk after 10 years. And he said, and I've been seeing this all over my TikTok, never, ever, ever going back to WWE. Well, almost 10 years later, CM Punk returned. And holy shit. I wasn't a big fan of Punk after his AEW antics, but I'm willing to give someone a second chance. I'm willing to see how he can do. I'm willing to see what's going on with Seth, because Seth looked visibly pissed. But this is just crazy. I'm so hyped for Raw. I'm so hyped for everything. Punk is back. Randy's back. On the same night, R-Truth is back, which Triple H couldn't stop going on about in the press conference instead of seeing Punk. Don't blame him. It was apparently a last minute thing, which is crazy. I still can't believe CM Punk came back. That it's mental for me to say. But yeah, the point, these two together, I don't believe it. CM Punk is back in the WWE after so long, after 3 months since his AEW thing, and they brought him back. The fans wanted him. The fans got him. Triple H says the fans get what they want. If they scream his name loud enough, they get what they want. All the references, we'll never know if they were actually planned, because all we've been told is that this was a very last minute thing. So I'm interested to see what the references were about, or if it was just a planned emotion, but it never signed until Saturday. Until the day of Survivor Series, he signed the contract. And I didn't think it would happen. I thought, no, people are stupid to think CM Punk's coming back. Am I happy I'm wrong? We'll see how long it takes before he gets into a backstage fight. Personally, I think it won't be long. Him and Seth are definitely going to have an issue. But maybe Seth's working the cameras and everything, I don't know. If he is, fair enough. If he's not, he's still going to have a banger feud. But yeah, that was Survivor Series. And I've got to say, that is premium live event of the year for me. it's a 10 out of 10. I saw really nothing bad with the show at all. CM Punk came out, Randy Orton came out, the War Games matches, both of them were fantastic. The spots were great. Escobar, Drangly, fantastic. Rhea Zoe was great. Yeah. The show cooked. Gunter Miz. I cheered for the Miz. So they're doing a great job. So yeah, what a night. Great show. And obviously, we'll see what happens on Raw. But yeah. I'm probably not going to do loads of reviews. But we'll see. Depends how long Punk stays. But the Survivor Series cooked. Well and Triple H.